Hello. So I was on earlier this morning. I don't know if you guys caught that scope. Early this morning. And now I'm coming at the end of my day and I started thinking like, this is like the before and after. This is the beginning scope when I was like all fresh in the morning, and then like after a day's work. I did my first scope before I started work today, and then now I'm like getting ready to wrap up my day. Kind of funny, doing two scopes in one day, and like the lighting being all totally different and everything. Hey everyone, how are you? So I'm gonna share some kind of encouragement to you guys today. So I want, if you think that someone else needs some encouragement about teaching, either e-courses or just teaching in general or speaking or any of that, please share this, because I want to make sure that we send this inspiration out far and wide. Oh good, yes, I'm glad you're tuning into the webinar. So I wanted to kind of, I've heard a couple things, so if you guys don't know, I'm like, where's my little piece of paper? I think I lost it already. Oh no, it's right here. If you guys don't already know, I am going to be teaching a free webinar. I guess it's not even a webinar, it's like a teaching, it's like a class actually, about passive income and for creative businesses. So if you guys haven't already signed up, make sure you're signed up. It's next Wednesday at 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern. So bit.ly/passive profits web. Make sure you're signed up. But anyways, a few people have kind of emailed me and said, you know, I just don't know if this is for me. I don't know if like teaching is for me, or passive income, or like all this stuff, right? So, hey Leah, how are you? So I wanted to share with you some kind of or Mythbusters, I call it. You guys have watched that show, Mythbusters. So I wanted to share some myth busting with you about what it means to teach a course, or and this is only one part of what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about courses, but this is actually only one piece of the pie, of the passive income pie. So but this is one that people have a lot of issues around, because it involves putting yourself out there a lot. So I want to just kind of myth bust, right? So number one, the biggest myth, I guess, that people think about teaching an e-course is that they are not educated enough to teach. So one thing that I usually say when people say that they're not, you know, I'm not educated enough, right? I don't know if I can teach people stuff, is that you'll know when you're ready to teach when people start asking you questions. So literally that's the litmus test. If people are asking you how you did something, that is all it takes. You don't need necessarily a degree, although I do have a degree in design. I didn't need a degree in design to start teaching people what I knew, because people were asking. So that is like the number one litmus test. If people are asking you, you know enough. If you know a little bit more than the next person, you know enough, right? You know enough to teach because they want to know it. They want to learn. And number two, it's so funny because I'm thinking it's the end of my day on Friday, 4 o'clock. I'm like, Eastern time, this is really late. People are like already like gone home and stuff, so no wonder. Anyways, they'll watch the replay, right? Number two, a lot of people think about age. One of the myths they think about is either I'm not old enough or I'm not young enough, right? I think people have problems, like issues going either way. They think I'm too old or I'm too young or whatever to do this, right? And I can say the web is the great equalizer with teaching. People really don't give whatever about how old you are. They care about if you can help them or not. If you're really young, you're gonna probably attract more younger people. If you're a little bit older, you're gonna attract older people just because they trust you and you're in the same life space. But everybody needs to learn, everybody wants to learn, and everybody wants to know that you have something to teach them. They don't really care how old you are. It's one of the things like that you can create your niche based on that. And so it's a good thing no matter what age you are, you know, 0 to 100. It doesn't matter how old you are. So that really is not a good enough excuse. The next thing is another myth kind of that people tell me all the time is that I'm not techie enough, right? Like, I don't know all the technical tools. I can't do this myself, this and that. Like, I don't have like the skills to pay the bills when it comes to teaching something, and I don't have time to maybe even learn it. But oh my gosh, you guys, it has never been easier in history to teach a course. Ever, ever, ever. They, like, especially even the first time I ran this course, the Create Passive Profits, the first time I ran it, there was like a lot less out there that you could even utilize, but it still was easy, and now it's like ridiculously easy to teach a course. So that is not an excuse at all. There's something, I mean, the tech barriers are getting broken as we speak, about people teaching courses, because they know that that's what it's about. It's about learning from other people, and especially people that have been there and done it. So that is definitely not an excuse. You can learn about just about anything on the web these days, right? Which is also why e-courses and teaching is good, because you can just teach about just about anything. And I can't even think of something you can't teach, right? And then the last thing is, I'm not rich enough, right? So maybe you think that it costs a lot of money to teach these things. Is my connection dropping out, or is it yours? I see Leah. I keep seeing you jump back in. So I don't know if you're like if you're answering phone calls, or if the connection's good. Can you guys let me know if the connection's good? If not, I mean, people can watch the replay, I guess. All good. Okay, cool. I'm like, I'm gonna get all the way finished, and then no one even heard me. But yeah, I saw Leo was jumping in. But I know sometimes, you know, like I have to get a phone call or something, and so I jump back in. Anyways, good. Yay. Hi, Kara. I didn't see you there. And yeah, and Laura's here too. Cool. All right, so if you're not rich enough, so that is, like I said, just like it's never been easier in history to teach something, or you know, or I mean, the tech side of it, the tech side is easy. The cost is really, really low now too. So these things, there's different platforms out there. Some are free, some are totally like 100% free. I mean, you could even do an email-based platform if you wanted, and that's totally free. Or there's ones that are more robust, so you can kind of have it grow with you. It doesn't have to be this crazy, you know, module, worksheet, video, dealio the first time you do it. It can be very simple and very easy to do. So don't worry about that. Don't make that, you know, an issue, because you can make it fit your budget, whatever your budget is, whether it's $0 to, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. We do custom websites for people doing e-courses all the time, but it's not usually the first one they've done, right? It's usually after they get to a point where they've grown enough to, you know, necessitate a custom platform. So there you go. So now you have no more excuses. Those were my myth busters. Those were my myths, the 4. So I'm going to go real quickly to just in case you guys just joined. The first myth I went over was I'm not educated enough in whatever topic to teach. And my answer to that is, if someone's asking you how to do it, then you are educated enough, because if you have the answer, if someone's asking you have the answer, you're educated. Number 2, I'm not old enough or young enough, like depending on your age. I'll say that there's a niche for every single age, and also people really don't care. As long as you can help them, they don't care how old you are. The third thing is that I'm not techie enough, and honestly, it has never been easier to create an e-course right now. Super duper easy, like literally clicking buttons. If you can click buttons, you can post an e-course. And then in even platforms, there's platforms that are already available, like, you know, basically like an Etsy or an eBay of, you know, e-courses where you just totally just click. And then I'm not rich enough. It can be free. So if you can afford free, you can teach an e-course. So if you guys missed any of it, you can go ahead and watch the replay. Otherwise, if you guys want to learn more about this, like way more about this, like way more about this, please join us on next Wednesday, March 30th. I'm doing a training on passive income for creative businesses. So you're cracking me up. This is what you get at 4:12 p.m. my time on a Friday. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So tired. But yeah, make sure you're joining us. Make sure you grab your spot, bit.ly/passiveprofitsweb, to go directly to sign up for just that training. Okay. And make sure you show up, because we're going to have some amazing only live stuff, because I like real people. I like flesh and blood. I gotta work on your energy. So if you absolutely do whatever it takes to get there, because I'm going to be doing actual giveaways on the training, right? So service-based business, oh my gosh, I didn't even say, so this is basically all service-based business. And I shouldn't say that. So there's 2 parts of the course, but also there's going to be 2 parts that I talk about in the training, and that is really going to be product-based and service-based. And so there is, and honestly, I think product-based is really easy to do passive income, but service-based is one of the harder ones. And I am a service-based business, so that is kind of my background and where I'm going to be mostly focusing, because that's kind of where there's a lot of questions where people are confused. So yeah, so service-based, you're definitely in the right place for sure, for triple sure. And if you guys don't know me, if you've never met me before, my name's Kathy Olson. Now we've officially met. And my business is Love Inspired. So here's my website, love-inspired.com. I'm a custom website designer. I'd love to hear both. Yeah, awesome. So if you're on my mailing list, this is actually a separate list. So make sure that you sign up for this, bit.ly/passiveprofitsweb, because this is a special list just for the training. Because my list is different. My list is great, and I'm glad you're on it, but this is literally signing up for the webinar. So make sure that you do that, and that you'll get then you'll for sure get that link. All right, guys, happy Friday, happy Good Friday, you guys. It's such an awesome day. Like I said this morning, it's a Good Friday for a Good Friday, and have a wonderful Easter with your fam and your friends. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for coming, and you can do this. We got this. Do that, like, do the girl thing. Look at that. I'm busting a little muscle. Do the girl, we can do this. All right, guys, bye. Love you.